it's so giving like roadkill. Like a raccoon died on your shoulders. Hello and welcome to my channel. Hi, I'm Gelato, and for the longest time I've loved fashion, makeup, artistry, and if I ever had the budget, I would dedicate my entire life savings to attending the Met Gala, because your girl loves dressing on a theme. Now this year, I'm not invited, but I'm going to do the next best thing, and I'm going to take you guys on a little trip down memory lane and look through the past 7 Met Galas. Welcome to the Met Diaries. The theme of the 2023 Met Gala was Karl Lagerfeld, a line of beauty, in honor of famous fashion designer, photographer, and creative director Karl Lagerfeld, who passed away in 2019 and held an impressive career, notably working closely with major brands like Chloe, Fendi, and Chanel. He had a variety of signature looks and features, some of which included black and white looks, the iconic Chanel tweed, and flower adornments, specifically the camellia flower. The exhibition aimed to portray the unique working style of Lagerfeld, with over 200 of his sketches accompanying the pieces. Andrew Bolton, a curator at the Met, said, "The exhibition explores Lagerfeld's complex working methodology, tracing the evolution of his fashion from the two-dimensional to the three-dimensional. The fluid lines of his sketches found expression in recurring themes in his fashion, uniting his designs for Chanel, Chloe, Fendi, Patou, and his eponymous label, Karl Lagerfeld, creating a diverse and prolific body of work unparalleled in the history of fashion." The setup of the exhibition was further influenced by English painter William Hogarth's concept of the line of beauty, which was discussed in his book, The Analysis of Beauty. Hogarth saw beauty in 2 forms, linear and serpentine, with linear striking him as still and serpentine as organic and lively. However, it is worth noting that Lagerfeld was duly inspired by both linear and serpentine beauty. The gallery began with an exploration of the early part of Lagerfeld's career, such as his roles as a design assistant at Balmain and artistic director of Patou. It then extends to follow the development of his skills in sketching, highlighting the important relationship between the communicative ability of sketching and the architectural power of the seamstresses that gave his visions life. Accompanying this part of the gallery were interviews of Lagerfeld. The exhibition then meanders off into a variety of lines, forming almost a sort of tree that branches out to convey Lagerfeld's legacy. It first branched out into 2 lines, one being linear and one being serpentine. The linear line featured pieces that reflected themes of modernism and minimalism, while the serpentine line featured pieces that reflected themes of romanticism and history. These lines then branched off into 9 further lines, each using fashion to convey distinct dichotomies: femininity and masculinity, romanticism and militarism, rococo and classical, historical and futuristic, ornamental and structural, canonical and countercultural, artisanal and mechanical, floral and geometric, and figurative and abstract. These lines represented how Lagerfeld utilized fashion and artistry to reconcile diverging aesthetics. And we've reached my favorite bit, judging the red carpet looks. So, as per usual, we have our great, the best, our honorable mentions, and then the horrible, disgusting ones. And the criteria we're looking at is, does it look nice, and is it relevant to the theme? Let's get into it. So first up on the best list, we have Anne Hathaway. And this dress had so many little elements that is such a well done honor to Karl Lagerfeld's legacy. First off, we have what I think are the flowers, which are camellias, I'm pretty sure, which was a flower he was very well known for. Then we have the little pearl adornments, which I'm pretty sure are very, a hallmark of Chanel. And then the tweed pattern of the dress, that was again a very typical Chanel feature, and it is just so well done. It's it does fit her and it suits her, but it's not about her, which she recognizes, and that's very clear in her dress. And it was also beautiful. Look at it. And then I think this is going to be my favorite look of this year's Met Gala, Conan Gray. Oh, the men have turned up. The men have switched out of the hive mind that says you have to be boring and ugly, and he's broken out, and look at that. Wow. It's really elevated the whole black and white outfit. Yeah. And it's something, you know, it's special. It's an honor to wear something like this. And he's even got the fan, which is very typical of Karl Lagerfeld. Yeah, no notes. It is just so amazing. It's like completely uplifted, like, uniform. It's wow. Moving on to the honorable mentions, we have Cardi B. Oh, this dress was so pretty. I loved it. I like that it's shiny, which is so like simple caveman of me, but I love that it's shiny. It's like got those elements like the black and white, the uniform, like collar and the tie and the camellias, but it's made it into something high fashion, which is suitable for the Met Gala. Then we have Doja Cat, get it? But yeah, she's dressed up as, I think it's like Karl Lagerfeld's actual cat, Choupette, I think it was. Which is, it's so funny because like Jared Leto, he did his like in a cat suit, which to me was lazy, but this was well done because she like actually molded her face to look like a cat. Like, are you on that level, Jared Leto? Nope, no, you are not. Yeah, it's pretty as well. Like, it actually does look really nice. And yeah, the cat thing kind of like throws me off a little bit, but it's just sort of like funny. But yeah, good way to honor the legacy that's like a bit different from other people. Then we have Dua Lipa, and this is bridal Chanel, by the way, which is like, it's quite beautiful. And I like that it's like, it's not the typical white and black that a lot of the other people wore. It's off-white, it's a little beige and black. But yeah, it's such a like, I guess, simple in comparison to some of the other looks, but it is well done in terms of like the theme again of honoring his legacy. Yeah. And oh, finally, for our honorable mentions, we have Bad Bunny. And again, the men have finally switched on, because look at this, like, he, you know, boring white suit, but then it's this huge, massive train. You know, it's men can be fashionable too. Would you look at that? It is nice. I do like it. And now we get to the horrendous ones. So starting off with Ariana DeBose, and oh my god, like, okay. You want to stand out. You don't want to do black and white like everybody else. You do yellow. Okay. But you don't do ugly. Like, I honestly don't even mind like the shape of the dress, the whatever. That weird over the top like jacket kind of looking thing. I hate that little frumpy like frilly texture thing. That's so infuriating. I don't know why I'm getting so annoyed, but it is ugly. Why is there the weird like dark green wraparound thing? It doesn't match with the yellow at all. Like, the dark green color is pretty, but why? Just why? And then the fur is so, again, it's so giving like roadkill. Like a raccoon died on your shoulders. And you willingly went out like that. The makeup is nice though, I will say. At least the makeup's alright and the hair is quite nice, but the actual fit is offensive. And then last up we have Jeremy Strong. Not all men woke up from the hive mind, we'll say that. Some men decided to stay in the hive mind and be ugly, because what is going on here? The brown is probably the only thing like alright about this, and that too is very like lackluster, wrinkly, and just sort of like frumpy and boring. The pants and the shoes are again just sort of like, yeah, meh. And then you get to all the different types of greens going on, and then that's what makes you angry. Because there's the like sort of dark minty green shirt, and then the weird yellowy green thingy in the middle, and then the like $2 digital watch. Who made these choices? I would have preferred a darker brown or even a black satin shirt or something underneath there, and then completely get rid of the dog collar looking thing and then change the color of the watch. It's just so like, why would you do that? Cause I can tell you, Karl Lagerfeld is rolling in his grave. What the flip is that? What the flip is that? And with that, another episode of the Med Diaries comes to a close. So episode 6, the 2023 Met Gala. Please like and subscribe, and as per usual, comment down below your favorite and your least favorite outfits. And yeah, tune in tomorrow for the final episode. I will see you there. Bye!